Number two, Christian mothers have compassion and the ability to provide comfort. This seems to be a natural quality that is built into nearly every woman. I can remember many times when my mother had compassion for me and comforted me. Whenever I nearly bit my tongue off in a motorcycle accident, my mother was there to comfort me as we drove to the emergency room. Whenever I was 13 years old and had an unfortunate experience of food poisoning, and I was sick all night long and couldn't keep anything down, who do you think took care of me the whole night? It was my mother. I'm sure many of you could share some touching stories of how your mother showed compassion and comfort towards you as well. One biblical example of this kind of compassion and comfort is found in the story of Moses. Those familiar with this story know that Moses' mother Jochebed was trying to save her son from death, as we read in Exodus 2, verse number 3. But when she could no longer hold him, she took an ark of bulrushes for him, daubed it with asphalt and pitch, and put the child in it, and laid it in the reeds by the river's bank. And his sister stood afar off to know what would be done to him. Then the daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to get it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. So she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrew children." Then his sister said to the Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call a nurse for you from the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for you?" And the Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." So the maiden went and called the child's mother. The Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child away and nurse him for me, and I will give you your wages." So the woman took the child and nursed him. The Pharaoh's daughter would have known her dad had decreed that all these male children were to be put to death. Since she was the Pharaoh's daughter, she should have been inclined to throw the baby into the water when she saw it was a Hebrew baby, but she did not. When she saw the baby cry and how helpless it looked, her heart melted, and she couldn't help but have compassion on baby Moses. And she did what she could to comfort him and make sure he was fed properly by one of the Hebrew slave women, which we know was Jochebed, his true mother. The book of Isaiah gives great honor to mothers who are compassionate and comforting, because God compares himself to a mother's comfort. Isaiah 66, verse number 12. For thus says the Lord, "Behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. Then you shall feed. On her side you shall be carried, and be dandled on her knees. As one whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you, and you shall be comforted in Jerusalem." So mothers, don't forget to show compassion and be willing to comfort those around you.